Okay, let's get our guest on now. The next man we're going to talk to is the editor-in-chief of InGolfWeTrust.com, the lovely golf site, and he's called Owen Blackhurst, and we're going to talk to him about the stories breaking in golf this week, because there's a couple of real crackers, actually. Good evening, Owen.
Evening, chaps. How are we?
Really good, and you?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks.
Okay, let's... Oh, I'm sorry, we've got to go back to White Hart Lane. This week, today, the gold pig is definitely Andy Clark.
And the 3-goal lead is restored. Spurs 4, Liverpool 1. Ball in from the left-hand side from Zakora. I think it was a shot deflected. Pavlyuchenko on the far post did the rest. Spurs 4, Liverpool 1.
Hang on, this is the sound of a man going... on air. Welcome back. Are you a football fan, Owen?
Yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm absolutely
no! No, seriously?
Yeah, horrific. I've just been watching it in the other room, and I was hoping... anyway.
Stay away from that room.
Well, I'm afraid, Owen, I don't know how fit you are, but you must be able to do better at right back than the fellow who's playing tonight for Liverpool.
Gagan, he's been missing all season, hasn't he? I've got a dodgy left knee, Danny, but I reckon from what I've seen tonight I could do better than him and the bloke on the left back as well, Desainer. He's been shocking all season.
Oh, and everyone's an expert on football, as Ray Houghton said last night so angry. Everyone's suddenly an expert on football. Ray can feel his stipend being nibbled away. Let's get quickly go to these stories, Owen, because I don't want to just get on here to talk about football. What about Ian Poulter? He's always up to something. So today he pulls out of a tournament in Singapore worth $3.2 million because his club got nicked. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, it's completely random, isn't it? I've heard of people, golfers pulling out tournaments for a variety of things, but, I mean, I can't really understand why someone would just want to nick a driver off Poulter. I can't see it going for much on eBay.
No.
But why won't he compete without it? I mean, does he lose points? Does he lose points? I mean, if he doesn't perform well?
Yeah, I think it centres on the world ranking points. He's had a pretty steady season, Poulter. He's kept himself in the world top 50, which is the aim these days for the Masters and the lucrative World Golf Championship events. So I think it's just a case of that, really. I mean, he doesn't want to end up in last place because he's a proud bloke, and I just think it's down to that.
And the other story, before we come on to the credit crunch story that I promised people, is that Sergio Garcia, many people's favourite European golfer, he may not win the majors, but he's now officially the number 2 player in the world.
I know, where did he come from? Because he's had a good season, but there are people out there who've had better seasons and haven't made such a rise. And I think, as you said, Danny, the thing is, Sergio, it's the majors, because I think there wasn't that many people really watching this event in China, and he seems to win a lot of events when the pressure's off. But I'd seriously doubt he's ever going to close it out on a major Sunday. I mean, I've personally lost a lot of money backing him to do that. And I've followed him inside the ropes before as well, and something seems to change in his putting grip when he's in the final round of majors, and especially when he's in contention. So I'd like to see it. It'd be great to see someone really have a crack at Tiger, and I think golf needs it. Certainly, it'd be great to have a huge rivalry. But when they can, I'll go into next season hoping so, but we'll see.
Absolutely. Now, of course, one of the questions we've been asking here on TalkSport, Owen, for the last few weeks is how, not when, but how the credit crunch is going to affect global sport, and I think we can start to see the first signs of it in golf. Hasn't the Indian Masters for ladies, which is a European Tour event, been cancelled this week?
Yeah, I know. And apparently there's a lot of sponsors on the PGA Tour to look at the packages as well, because there's some huge money, especially on that tour. But I think it's insane. But is anyone getting bored of it being called the credit crunch? I think we should just go back to depression. I think everyone gets involved there when it's a depression.
No, it's the modern world. You're not allowed to use a word as depressing as depression.
Oh, right.
The crunch suggests some kind of combat is going on, us against the economy, whereas the depression, oh no, I can't have that. I need Valium now.
Well, it doesn't really.
And I know that there's a Valium shortage now because of it's all gone up to Merseyside, hasn't it?
Well, I'll tell you what, the thing is, it doesn't really compute, because India's one of the fastest growing economies in the world, so who knows? Watch this space. I mean, we'll have to see on the PGA Tour next year, but I think boys like Tiger and Sergio, they're set for life, so...
I don't think he's going to be affected by it.
Owen, thank you very much indeed. Sorry about the football, but thank you very much for the golf news. That's Owen Blackhurst, editor-in-chief of InGolfWeTrust. We keep you across every sport here on Kick-Off. Sometimes with Stan Collymore. Tonight, with me, Danny Kelly, and him, Alvin Martin, and our sponsors, Ford. When we come back, we'll be getting the latter stages of all these League Cup ties, plus talking to Max Evangelista about the Italians and their view of a European Super League. You've got no reason to take it away from TalkSport.
Kick-Off Ford Wednesday Night Football on DAB Digital Radio and 1089 and 1053 AM. Talk Sport with Ford. Introducing the new Cougar.